ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वदरुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। The last class we saw Traitra Buddha Samasa. The discussion, there are some corrections. I will tell you what it is later. Before that, I'll explain some certain rules or sutras. With that, it will be more easy to understand Samasa. I thought if I can do later, but anyway, I'm doing it now. So not all the sutras, certain sutras. Do you see the screen? Word file, Samartha Padavidihi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We discussed this sutra, Samartha Padavidihi. No?
No, we didn't.
This is an important sutra, the Paribhasha Sutra. See, for the Samasa, we don't need to have the knowledge of Ashtadhyayi like what we require for other topics, Samhita, etc. Because this topic is something which is there only in the second chapter, first section and second section. So directly we can refer to the sutra and say, so there's not be any difficulty in understanding the sutra. Whereas if we deal with other topic, then we have to know many things, Paribhasha, etc., so many things. That we are covering anyway in Ashtadhyayi Pravesha class. Whereas Samasa, it is not be that much difficult. The sutra is there in second chapter, the two sections, and what the sutra says. Okay, this is therefore I will refer to the sutra, the Ashtadhyayi also, so you will be able to understand. There will not be difficulty. If you have difficulty, tell me. In the Ashtadhyayi, second chapter, first section as well as second section talks on Samasa. These sutras are called Samasa Vidhayaka Sutrani. Sutras ordaining samasa. So if you want to refer to the sutra which govern a particular samasa, you have to refer here, first section and second section. The first section of the second chapter, the very first sutra is Samartha Pada Vidhi. Important sutra. We know what it is. In fact, we discussed without the sutra we discussed. Samartha Pada Vidhi. This paribhasha says Samartha Pada Vidhi. Samasa is a Pada Vidhi. Samasa is a Pada Vidhi. Samasa is a Pada Vidhi and Tadita also Pada Vidhi. Pada Vidhi is applicable to, that is from Samasa etc. is applicable to only Samartha Pada. Samartha Pada is the Padam which are capable of joining, which are capable of mingling, provided they are connected. They are connected in a sense. That is called Samartha. You cannot join two disconnected words. We saw that example. Bharya Rajnaha, Purushaha Devadattaha, some example we saw. We'll see that here also. Now you see a rule which relates to complete words. Complete words means the subanta, not to the roots and the affixes out of which the words are constructed, not to the pratyas. The rule which is related to the padam is to be understood to apply only to those words, the sense of which are connected. If this is difficult, I can give another in a simple way. Any grammatical operation based on pada, that is pada vidhi, based on padams, should be based on words which are related in sense. That's called samartha. So is to be understood to be applied only to those words. That is, Padavidhi should be applied to those words, the senses of which are connected. They are connected. So it means the Padavidhi can be applied to those words which are connected in sense. This is a Paribhasha Sutra. Therefore, it is applicable all over, not only Samasa section. It's a general sutra, Paribhasha. And its effect will be seen as a word Samartena in Samasa Adhikara Sutra. That is why in Samasa Adhikara Sutra, you will see that Samartena. Always we say Samartena, Subantena, Saga Samasyate, Samasaha. Like they say, what is Samasa? Samasa is a Subantam Padam combines with another Subantam Padam. A Subantam Padam combines with another Subantam. We write like this. What is Samasa? Ekapadi Bhavanam Samasa. Sankshepa Katanam Samasa. It means two Subanta join and become one word. One word. It results in the form of a Pratipadikam that is declinable. So, Subantam Padam, Subantena Padena Saha, Sahatritiya, Samasyate joins, Samasaha Bhavati. One Subanta joins with other Subanta and becomes a Samasa. By this Paribhasha, what we say is, it should be connected in some sense. Samartena, Subantena Saga Samasyate. It should be connected to a Subanta which is connected in some sense. That which are that don't have any connection, the connectivity is not there, then you cannot join. Then it cannot form samasa. So samarthena is to be understood all over. Samarthena to be understood all over. Even in iterator dvanda samasa also. I'll give example. So subantam padam subantena saha. The example in the last class, or even before that, we gave an example. Rajnyaha Purushaha, Vitireka Udaranam, and I'll just copy paste here. Just a minute. Here also I have got one example, but still that example is already we have seen. So I think Samatha Padavidihi in the class, I didn't teach you in the before the rule. It is there in the file. That's my file. Didn't we see this rule before?
No, sir.
Oh, maybe I have modified, updated my file license. That's why. Now here, see this example. Bharya Rajnyaha Purushaha Devadattasya. This example we saw. Bharya Rajnyaha Purushaha Devadattasya. Rajnyaha Purushaha can be formed samasa. This is a Subantam Padam. Purushaha is another Subantam Padam. Subantam means Padam. Then Subantam Padam, Subantena Samasyate Samasa Bhavati, we said, can be joined. Are they connected? We have to see. Only when they are connected, then only can be joined. That is what the Paribhasha says. Samartha Padavidihi. Padavidhi should be applied to a Samartha Pada only. Bharya Rajnyaha is Rajnyaha Bharya, wife of the king. Devadattasya Purushaha Putraha. So, that is no connection between Raja and the Purusha. So, you cannot join. Like in the example, Bharya Rajnyaha, that is Bharya, and Purusha Devadatta, the son of Devadatta, Manam Gachataha. They go to some place, Gachataha. Who goes? Bharya and Purusha. Bharya is connected to Rajnya and Purusha is connected to Devadatta. Therefore, Rajnya and Purusha are not connected. Since there is no connection, that is why Samarthena is important. Samarthena Subantena eva Sara Samasyate, Samasaha Bhavati. So, because it is there, don't try to join. Rajnyaha Purushaha, no. That's why this Paribhasha is important. The same thing, this Paribhasha, you will see it applicability in Tadita section also. Now you read further. Rules regarding the formation of compounds are applicable to padas related in meaning, and the word Samarthena is to be understood for all the rules of the compound. Even the word Samarthena, if it is not there, we have to understand. Samarthena eva. Samarthena, Sudantena Padena eva. Like one example. The Sutra Shashti. Sutra is Shashti 2.2.8. Second chapter, second section, 8th Sutra. Second chapter, second section. Shashti. Sutra is Shashti. Shashti is what Vibhakti Shashti is? Pratama Vibhakti. Shashti is Pratama Vibhakti. In Samasa Vidayaka Sutras, that which is in Pratama Vibhakti is called Visa. I think that Sutra I told in the class. What is its name? Remember? Upasarjanam. The word Upasarjanam, I think you know, I think I introduced the class.
Yes,
Yes, yes, Sharanji.
Gauna Upasarga.
Gauna and Upasarga.
That also I'll explain. I'll write it. What is Upasarjanam? Upasarjanam is a technical word. Okay, after this, I will that also I will write so that it will be clear. Okay, now taking this example, Shashti, second chapter, second section, 8th sutra. When you explain the sutra, how do you explain? This Shashti is Pratama Vibhakti. So Shashtiyantam Subantam, it is Shashtiyantam Subantam Samarthena Subantena. Here Supa I have written. Supa means Subanta only. So don't think it's something else. Supa is taking Supa as the Pradipadikam. Supo Supaha. Or you can say Subantena, your choice. Make it very short. Supa Saga Samasyate. Supa means Subantena Padena Saga. Make it Subantena. Subantena Padena Saga Samasyate. Samasaha Bhavati. Tasya Nama Tatpurushaha. That is what Tatpurusha Samasa is. Tatpurusha Samasa Sutra is 2 to 8. Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa. 2 to 8 is Samasa Vidayaka Sutra. In the Samasa Vidayaka Sutra, Shashti, it is in Pratama Vibhakti. That which is in Pratama Vibhakti, Yetasanya Upasarjanam. That which is Upasarjanam, the Samasa, it will be the Purva Padam. That's a rule. In Dvandva, it is different. That we will see. I didn't explain Dvandva, but this is in general. That is why these two words are given. Just type and delete it. Now two words are given. That is, they are forming a samasa. The son of the king. Rajan, one word is there. And Purushaha is another word is there. Now we are going to form samasa. Because you know samasa, therefore you will say Rajnya Purushaha. Raja Purushaha. Suppose you don't know which one you will place first. That has to, the sutra has to clarify. That language has to, the grammar has to clarify which one will come first. There must be some sutra for that. So this sutra says Rajan Purushaha, that is Rajnyaha Purushaha. This is what we are going to form samasa, son of the king. Will Purusha, the word, be the first word, Purvapadam, or Rajan? Which one will come first? We don't know which one will come first, unless the sutra tells what should come first. Sutra tells Shashti iti Pratama Vibhakti. In the Samasa Vidayaka Sutras, that which is in Pratama Vibhakti geta Sanya Upasarjanam, and that which is Upasarjanam in the Samasa will come first. Therefore, here in this Rajnyaha Purushaha, what is in Shashti Bhakti? Rajnyaha. Therefore, Rajnyaha is, that will come as a first Padam. And Purushaha will become the Uttara Padam. Therefore, only we say Uttara Pada Pradhana. Therefore, we say Purva Padam first we determine and place it. Then Purusha we say, because Rangyaha is in Shashti Bhakti. That can be replaced by any other word because it's a generally said Shashti, that which is Shashti, place it first. It means that is connected to something. So therefore, Shashti Bhakti, that word which is placed in Purva, that which is connected to something, that is going to be Pradhana. That's why we say in Tatpurusha, Uttara Pada Pradhana. Panini Maharshi doesn't say what Pradhanam is. He says for our understanding. Based on this only. Therefore, when you do Samasa, Alokika Vigraha, you write, and then you get the form Raja Purushaha. Understand? Is it clear? The same thing for the other. Let us take another example. Can you follow what I'm saying this?
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes.
Now, another example is the Samasa Vidayaka Sutra, you take it. Let us take the Sutra 24. Dvitiya. You can see 22 is Tatpurusha. That comes as Anuvrutti. So Tatpurusha is the name of the Samasa starting from this sutra, 22nd sutra of the first section of the second chapter up to the second chapter, 22nd sutra. The topic is Tatpurusha. So it means a lot of sutras are there for Tatpurusha. Many sutras are there. It's a long, big section. So in the 24th sutra, Dvitiya, Shrita, Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta, Apannaihi. This sutra we will see in detail. This is Tatpurusha. Now, this is a Samasa Vidhayaka Sutra. Sutra ordaining Samasa. Two padams are there in this. One is Vidya. Other padam is Shrutatita Patita Gatyasta Prapta Pannaihi. What is the vibhakti of Vidya? What is the vibhakti?
Prathama.
Pratama.
Vibhakti of the other word, ending with Apannaihi.
Tritiya vibhakti.
Tritiya.
Vidya vibhakti.
Oh,
So, this is a Samasa Vidhayaka Sutra. Yes. In that, what is in Prathama Vibhakti?
Dvitiya is
Tritiya.
So Vidya will get what sanya?
Upasarjana.
Vidya, please understand, don't take literally the word Vidya. Vidyantam padam you have to take. When you form the samasa between the two words, that word which ends with Vidya Vibhakti, that word gets a upasanya, upasarjanam, and that is placed first. Is it clear?
Yes. Okay.
Vidya, the word Vidya is upasarjanam. That which is upasarjanam should be placed first in the samasa, right? Now, let us take an example. Now we are going to form samasa. Krishnam Shitaha. Samasa we are going to form. So Krishnam iti Subantam. Shitaha iti Anya Subantam. So Subantam Padam Samartena Subantena Saha Samasyate Samasaha Bhavati. Krishnam Shitaha, that is recourse to Krishna. Recourse to Krishna, taking recourse on Krishna. Therefore, there is a connection, is there, Samartha Padavidhi is there. Therefore, Samasa can be formed. They are connected, therefore, Samasa. That is number one. First step is whether Samasa can be formed between the words, whether they are connected in sense. That we have to see. Yes, it is there. Now, in this, Krishnam is Dvitiyantam Padam, Shitaha is Subantam. Dvitiyantam, by that sutra, Dvitiya, Shrita, the word Shrita also it is there in the sutra, right? Shrita, Adita. So, therefore, that which is in Dvitiya Vibhakti, that is Dvitiyantam Padam Jeta Sanya Upasarjanam, and Upasarjanam is placed first. Therefore, what will come first? Samasa, which will be Pura Padam. Understand?
Krishnam is
Krishnam will come.
In this sutra, Dvitiya Shrutatita. Dvitiya is Upasarjanam. Dvitiya means Dvitiyantam, that which ends in second case. What ends in second case in this Krishna? Therefore, Krishna will get what sanya?
Upasarjana.
Sarjana has to be placed first. So place it first. Krishna plus This is Alokika Vigraha. So, Dvitiyantam Padam Samartena Subantena Saha Samasyate Samasaha Bhavati. So, Krishnam plus Sita plus Alokika Vigraha. Drop the Pratyaya. That is by a sutra. Supodhatu Pradipadikum. The whole thing is a Pradipadikam. Within a Pradipadikam, all the Vibhakti Pratyayas will drop. That's a rule. Supodhatu Pradipadikyoho Luk Bhavati. So now Krishna plus Shrita will join. Therefore, you get the form. Krishna Shrita. Samasa is formed. You cannot form Shrita Krishna. That's a problem. If you say Shrita Krishna, Can you form Shrita Krishna? Shrita Krishna. That is possible. That is Bahuri Samasa. The meaning will change. By this sutra, Samasa Tritiya Shata Atita, by that sutra, you cannot form Shrita Krishna. Because Krishna is in Ditya Vibhakti. Therefore, Upasarjanam. It has to be the first padam. Therefore, you cannot form Shrita Krishna. To form Shrita Krishna is possible, the Samasa, but the meaning is different. That could be Bahuri Samasa. Shrita Krishna, yasya saha, possible. That is Bahuri, but not here. Here we are doing Ditya Tat Purusha Samasa. This is an example for Ditya Tat Purusha Samasa. Krishnam Shrita. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, whether you have doubt or not, when I study, I had a doubt. What is? Ditya is given. Then the list of words are given in this example. Shrita, Patita, Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta, Panna. Only with these words, Samasa will form. Why not? There are other words are there. Ditya Tat Purusha Samasa examples. Many are there, right? Can you give any example? Remember any example? Ditya Tat Purusha Samasa. Gita and all we are seeing. It is other Dvitya Tat Purushas are possible. Not only with these words, it will serve. These words only it will come back. There are other Dvitya Tat Purushas are there, right? Shrita, Atita, Patita. How many words are there? Shrita is Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta, Apanna. Only 7 words are there. So does it mean that Tatpurusha Samasa, Ditya Tatpurusha Samasa, you can form only with these 7 words? Why the other words will not come? The question come, right? So then how are you going to accommodate the other? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
There are many examples are there. So therefore, for example, you can say Sukam Ichuhu. I'm just saying an example. Sukam Ichuhu. Sukam Ichuhu becomes Sukechuhu. Annam Bubukshuhu. Annam Bubukshuhu becomes Anna Bubukshuhu. Where is Bubukshu here? Shita, Patita, Atita, Patita, all these words, only 7 words are there. Suppose if I form a samasa, this is just by imagination, okay? Annam Bubukshuhu. Suppose our word is Annam Bubukshuhu. You can form samasa. Samasa would be Anna Bubukshuhu. Annam, it is Dvitiyantam Subantam Padam. Samartena Subantena Saka Samasyate Samasa Bhavati. Here there is no, the Uttara Padam, there is no Shita, Atita, Patita, Gata, not there. But Samasa is formed. How are you going to explain this Samasa? This also Samasa, Dvitiya Tat Purusha Samasa, right? What I'm saying, understand?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, how are you going to explain this? This what the Ayakarna do is, please listen, the 24th Sutra. Just right. Anyway, this topic is not that, but just it came. Let's let me explain. Vitiya, etc. Something is that you divide that sutra into 2 sutras. That is called Yoga Vibhaga, dividing the sutra into 2. 2, 1, 24. Vitiya is one part, then Shrita, Atita, patita, gata, then atyasta, prapta, apannaihi. This is second sutta, 24. This first one is, we will name it as 2124a. This we can name it as 2124b. For 2124b, Dvitiya, the word will come as Anuvrutti. So therefore, 2124b is same as the original sutra 2124. Understand? Makes sense to you? Yes or no? Can you follow what I'm saying?
Sir, can you explain?
So,
once?
yeah, one more time.
See, 24th sutra is there.
Yes, sir.
Two words are there.
Huh.
Now I divided it into two sutras. That's called Yoga Vibhaga. Yoga means sutra. Vibhaga means the division. Yoga Vibhaga, dividing the sutra into, make the sutra into two sutras. That's called yoga. That's why number of sutras of the Ashtadhyayi, they differ. Why? Because of this only. Some people, they read this sutra as Dvitiya as 24 and 25th sutra as Shuta Atita Patita Gata Testa Prapta Apannaihi. That is a separate sutra they read. Therefore, number of sutras increases. And for the second, that is Shuta Atita, that sutra, Dvitiya comes as Anuvrutti. So like that, it is also they read. Vaiyakarna, they do Yoga Vibhaga, dividing the sutra into two, so that the samasa for this word Annam Bubukshu, etc., can be accommodated. Otherwise, how will you explain Annam Bubukshu? Pani Maharshi has said only Shuddha Atita, only few words has given. Here, Bubukshu, the word is there. Now we are going to form the samasa. Annam Bubukshu, it is there. How are you going to accommodate this Bubukshu, which is not here? So, therefore, what we do is, we divide the sutra into two. Dvitiya, that is the first sutra, and the remaining part is the second sutra. For the second sutra, you bring the word Dvitiya as Anuvrutti. When you bring that as Anuvrutti, so Dvitiya, Shita, Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta, Apannaihi, that is same as the sutra, original sutra, number one. Is it clear? That part is clear?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then, by this sutra, you can explain the samasa of the words ending with Shita, Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta, Appanna. No problem. Now, by this sutra, we can explain all the other Dvitiya Tatpurusha samasa, like this Anna Bubukshu. What does it say? Dvitiya, that sutram. Dvitiya is, it is Pratama Vivakti, therefore it is Upasarjanam. That will come Purvam. So, now we will explain the sutra 2.24a. Dvitiyantam Subantam Padam Samartena Subantena Saga Samasyate Tatpurusha Samasa, Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa Bhavati. That is the explanation given. Like we said, Shashti. The sutra we explained it, Shashti. Where is Shashti? Yes, we saw Shashti. Oh, I think it is here, Shashti. 2.2.8. How we explain this? Shashtiyantam Subarantam Padam Samartena Parena Samasyate. Similarly, Dvitiyantam Subantam Padam Samartena Subantena Saga Samasyate. Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa Bhavati. That interpretation becomes possible. Therefore, Annam Bubukshu can be accommodated. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure.
In the language only with these words, Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasas are there. Are there not any other words ending with other word other than these words? Is there or not? The language is there or not?
There, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dvitiya Tatpurusha, many are there. Gita itself you will find. I just gave one example. Sukham Ichuhu, Sukhena Ichuhu possible, another. The one who desires Sukham, right? All these are possible. So, how are you going to accommodate those and say it is Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa? So, divide the sutra into two. By this, you can explain the samasa. This is what the Vaiyakarna do. Okay. Therefore, all samasas are this all the Dvitiya Tatpurusha samasas can be accommodated. Otherwise, you have to say only with these words samasa can be formed. Any other word come. Suppose if you all these are if you see ta pratyaya. All these are ta pratyaya. So suppose kadita is there. Kadita you cannot form. Kadita, patita you cannot form. Or Gita, something like that. You cannot form. But that is allowed by the first part of the sutra because we have divided the sutra into two. So 2.1.24 is as now it becomes 2. So the first part, by that you can accommodate all the other possibilities. By the second part, second division, the part, it is same as a original sutra. So therefore, it is any Dityantam padam can combine with these words. Therefore, samasa can be formed. Right? Samarthena, subantena, sagasamasya. Is it clear?
So then only these words can be connected to Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Sorry, again?
Only these words like Shruta, Tita, Patita, Gata, all these words only can be connected to
Dityantam. That is what the sutra says, original sutra. But what we did to accommodate other Ditya samasa, we divided into two. So that this sutra accommodates all the other possibilities. Any Uttarapadam can be there. Need not be only Shuddha Adita.
Okay. Okay, ji. Now got it.
It's clear now.
Yes, ji.
That's why I asked any other Dvitiya Tatpura Samasa. If you remember any example, please tell Dvitiya Tatpura Samasa. Okay, let me.
Gramam Gataha is there.
Ramam Gataha, Gataha already the word is there. So that can be formed with this original sutra. So you don't have to do Yoga Vibhaga.
Okay.
Let me give an example. For Dvitiya Tatpura Samasa, some other example. I give one example. These are there is no Shayita. Okay, another word. Katvam Shayitaha. Katva means the cot. Shayitaha. Shayitaha, the word is not there in the sutra. Shrita, Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta, Apanna. So Katvam Shayitaha, how are you going to form samasa? With this sutra, if you say only these words can be Uttarapadam, Shrita, Atita, etc. Shayitaha, the word is not there. But by doing Yoga Vibhaga, Dvitiya, so Katvam is Dvitiyantam Padam. Therefore, Dvitiyantam Padam Samarthena Subantena Saga Samasyate Samasa Bhavati. We can explain with this sutra, Dvitiya. Just Dvitiya is a sutra. Like Shashti is a sutra. Similarly, Dvitiya is a sutra. Katvam Shayitaha means the one who sleeps on the cot. So the Samasa will become Katva Shayitaha Samasa possible. Accommodated. Understand?
Okay.
Sukam Ichuhu, another example I said. Sukam Ichuhu, the one who desires Sukam, it becomes Sukhe Chuhu. Sukha plus Ichuhu, so then Gunablatam. Sukhe Ichuhu, Sukam Ichuhu, right? Moksham Ichuhu, Mokshe Ichuhu, Moksha Icha. You say Mumuksha, Mokshe Cha. What is Mokshe Cha? In we say Mokshe Cha. What is Mokshe Cha? Moksham or Mokshe. Moksham Ichuhu, Mokshe Ichuhu. Possible. All these can be accommodated, right? So, by this,
Jnana praptah.
huh?
Jnanam praptah.
Praptaha is there. Jnanam praptaha, jnana praptaha. Gramam gataha, grama gataha. Vrikshat, Patita, the word you can say some other, like Kupam Patitaha, Kupa Patitaha falls into the well. So all these words are already, you can form. Krishnam Shitaha example I give. Then similarly for the other words, you can give example. Many examples are there for this.
Tvachritaha is there.
Huh?
Tvachritaha. Tvat plus shritaha. That shrita.
That's okay. That any word you can form. Yes. Krishnam Shitaha. But Shrita, Adita, these are the Uttarapadam. Only these alone Uttarapadam, if you say, then the other, this cannot be accommodated. This cannot be accommodated. This cannot be. The words are there. The such samasas are there. Can form it. Right?
Mostly these words only will be there, sir. For
Oh, why not? These words are there. These words are there.
Hmm.
It is there. Even in, that's what I said. If you we have seen Gita Pravesha, that class, there you will see many samasa. Not only these words. Why these words? Many are there. Samvatsaram vasaha. It's another samasa. See. Samvatsaram vasaha. Samvatsaram is Vidya. Vidyantam padam. Vasaha is samartena subantena saga samasyate. So we can form Samvatsara vasaha. How are you going to do this? Accommodate this samasa by this without yoga vibaha. Right?
Yes, ji.
That's why it is possible. So by dividing this into two, we can form samasa. Okay. So all these are possible. Whereas here, these certain words are given, like the Krishnam Shutaha, Krishna Shutaha. Then for this Patitaha, Shokam Patitaha, Shoka Patitaha, Gramam Gataha, Gramam Gataha, Adhyanam, Adhyanam Atyasthaha. Yes, mastered the Adhyanam, Atyastha. Adhyana Atyastaha. Then Prapta, Yauvanam Praptaha, Yauvana Praptaha. Sharanam Apannaha, Sharanapannaha. All these are the words which these words are the Uttarapadam and samasas are there. But to accommodate other words, you do the yoga vibaha and form. Okay. Now this is one thing. This is simple. I'll give another example. Same thing. This. Yeah. What is the third 30th sutra? Please read.
तृतीया तत्कृतार्थेन गुणवचनेन
Tritiya tatkritarthena gunavachanena. Here also what we do is Tritiya is tatkritarthena gunavachanena. It is particularly says tatkritarthena gunavachanena iti. So Tritiya tatpurusha can be formed tatkritarthena gunavachanena. We will see that in detail, but here what I'm saying is here also you can do yoga vivaha 2.1.30. This is 2.2 or 2.1? 2.1. Then I think by mistake I made it at 2.1 only. So you can make this into 2.1.30 is Tritiya. A. 2.1.30 B is Tatkritarthena Gunavachanena. Make that into another samasa, another sutra, for which Tritiya can be brought into Anuvritti. So that is same as the original sutra. So that sutra will give the meaning as this original sutra gives. By saying Tritiya, making Tritiya as one sutra, you can accommodate all the Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa. You can accommodate all the Tritiya Tatpurusha. Tritiya Tatpurusha, many examples are there, right? What is that? Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa. Harina Trataha. Haritrataha. So many examples are there for Tritiya. Achara Nipunaha. Acharena Nipunaha. Pitra Sadrishaha. Pitra Sadrishaha.
Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavataha Gita. That is Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa.
Bhagavata also we can tell.
Huh?
Bhagavata also we can tell.
No, not Bhagavata Gita. I cannot say. How can you say Bhagavata Gita? Bhagavataha Gita. Gita of the Bhagavan you can say, or Gita for which the subject matter is Bhagavan. That is what Swamiji says. It's a beautiful way of translating. Brahma Vidya, you say. What is Brahma Vidya? Brahma Vidya is a samasa, right? What samasa is that?
Brahmana Vidya.
Brahmanaha Vidya, right?
Brahmana Vidya.
Brahmanaha Vidya means Vidya of Brahman. So this Vidya of Brahman means that Brahman has that Vidya. Is it that meaning? No. Not that Brahma has got the knowledge. Okay. Brahma is still the knowledge. So that translation should be Shashti Tatpurusha only. Vidya for which the subject matter, the knowledge for which the subject matter is Brahman. That's a translation. That's a beautiful way of saying that. Brahmanaha Vidya, Brahma Vidya, the knowledge, Vidya meaning knowledge for which the subject matter is Brahma. Okay. So Brahmanaha Vidya. So similarly, that Bhagavad Gita is not Bhagavata Gita. If it's a Bhagavata Gita, then what is the meaning?
It's a Gita given by Bhagavan. Maybe like that, I thought.
Then you have to say Bhagavata
Bhavata
Datta
Kritam
Gita. It is Madhyama Pada Lopa Samasa, something like that you have to say. Bhagavata Datta, Bhagavata Dattam, Bhagavad Dattam, Bhagavad Datta Gita, then Datta goes away. Madhyama Pada Lopa Samasa, that is also a type of Tatpuri Samasa. Then you have to say Bhagavad Gita. This is doing Dravida Pranayama. Simply you can say Bhagavata Gita. Gita for which the subject matter is Bhagavan, you can say, or the Gita as taught by Bhagavan. Bhagavata, you can say Bhagavata Upadishta Gita. See, Bhagavata Upadishta, Bhagavat Upadishtam, Bhagavat Upadishtam or Bhagat Upadishta. Let us take Srilinga because Gita is Srilinga. So Bhagavat Upadishta Gita, then Madhyama Pada Lopa Samasa. Upadishta or Datta, all means same only. This is possible. This is Madhyama Pada Lopa Samasa.
Okay.
But you cannot directly say Bhagavata Gita. That has no meaning. Gita, okay, yeah, I think you are taking the English. That's why. Gita by Bhagavan. Right? Gita by Bhagavan. What is in English also? Gita by Bhagavan means Gita as taught by Bhagavan only. It is understood, right?
Yes.
Same thing in Sanskritam also. Gita as taught by Bhagavan, as given by Bhagavan. Bhagavata Datta Gita. The Datta goes away. Bhagavad Datta. It is like Shaka Parthiva Samasa, Madhyama Pada Lopa Samasa. But Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavataha Gita. That is better. See, Samasa can be interpreted the way you like. That is up to the author or the user. Okay.
Yes.
The context how to be interpreted, because sometimes the another way of interpretation can give a totally different meaning, different tatparya, totally different. The darshanam. It becomes this Vishishtadvaitam possible, or Dvaita philosophy. It becomes. So how you interpret is very important. They say this Tattvam Asi. Tattvam Asi, right? Atatvam Asi, they say. Shvetaketo Tattvam Asi is right in Chandogya. Shvetaketu is the Pratipadika. Ukaranta Shabda. You make it, what is Sambodhana for Shvetaketu? Shvetaketu. Now, if you do Shvetaketu, Tat from Asi, right? Just saying this. He Shvetaketu, that is what it is. He Shvetaketu, Tat Tvam Asi. But we can do what? Here we can do Purva Sandhi, possible. That is also possible. That is what Vyakarna, not Vyakarna, some Darshanika, some philosophers, they do it. Shvetaketu, Atat Tvam Asi. It means you are not that. It means you are always different from that. Becomes Dvaitam. This is Avagraha is possible, right? Sandhi, because of Sandhi, this is possible. Therefore, they say Shvetaketo Atattvamasi. No, Tattvamasi. This is not Samasa, but I'm just saying like that. Samasa also it is possible. It will give totally opposite interpretation possible. Therefore, how you give the Vigraham is important. So Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavata Gita. Fine. Coming back here now. So similarly, Tritiya, I told Tritiya also you can divide that into two Yoga Vibhaga. By Yoga Vibhaga, you can accommodate other I mean samasas, other forms of Tatpurushas. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
So this part is incidental. Shall I delete this? We'll do it later. Just
Okay.
shall I delete?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because this is not connected here, therefore delete. Now, Samartha Padavidhi, that's what I was explaining. Samartha Padavidhi. In that, Shashti, when fully stated, it becomes Shashtyantam Suvantam, Samarthena Suvantena Saha Samasate, Tat Purusamasa Bhavati. It means a Shashtyanta word is compounded with an inflected word. Okay, all these inflected means don't think something, it is Padam. It's called inflector. This Anton language, huh? Anton is very peculiar. Stem, one stem, two stem, all those. That's an inflected word means Padam. Connected with it in meaning, that's called Samarthaha. And the compound is known as Tatpurusha. Example. Bhuvaha Patihi. You see this example. Already I gave one example. This is another example. Bhuvaha Patihi. Bhuvaha Patihi is, what is Bhuvaha? What Vibhakti Bhu is? Bhuvaha is
Shri.
Shashti Vibhakti.
Yeah.
So Bhuvaha Patihi becomes Bhupatihi. Now in this sentence, Bharta Bhuvaha Patihi Naganam. Can you form a samasa? Bhuvaha Bharta is a supporter of the Bhuvaha, the Prithvi. And Naganam Pati. Okay. Therefore, Bhuvaha Pati he cannot join. Like Bharya, Rajna, that example I gave. Similarly, he cannot join this. So therefore, Samarthaha. Though the words Bhuvaha and Patihi occur side by side, they are not compounded. Why? Because they are not connected in sense. Therefore, he cannot compound. That's why Samartha Padavidhi is important sutra. So wherever in this grammar a Padavidhi is found, that must be understood only to be applied to Samartha words. A rule relating to Pada or complete words is called Padavidhi. Okay. Then this is incidental information. How the word Vidhi is formed. The word Vidhi is formed by adding V Upasarga to the Dhatu Dhanj. Dudhanj Dharana Poshna Yogo. From that only the Dhatu, the word comes. Dadati Poshati. What? Bhasham. Dhatuhu. Dharana Poshna Yoga. So we Purvaka Dhadatu. Then we add Krit Pratyaya, Dhik Pratyaya. Then becomes Vidhi. Vida. Becomes Vidiyate. Iti Vidhi. So Samartha Padavidhi. Important sutra. This is done. Okay. This is about the sutra related thing. So we have done. Next one is this Itaretara Dandva we discussed, that also I tell. So that, little more we discuss on this. The last class some corrections are there, I told you that will be clear when I teach you the sutra. And before that, this another important is, though already we have seen, but still. Pratama Nirdrishtam Upasarjanam. Pratama Nirdrishtam Samase Upasarjanam. This is a sutra. This is 1-43. Show you this. This is defined in first section. First section in the sutra class we saw. First section, many sannyas are there. And fourth section of the first chapter, Akadarat Eka Sanya. One sanya section. So you will find a lot of sanyas here. You can see now. 43. Do you see the sutra? Pratama Nadrishtam Samasa Upasarjanam. Do you see?
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
So what is samasa? Something has happened there, some sandhi. What sandhi is that? What sandhi is that? What vibhakti samasa is? Suppose that will tell me if I ask like that, I will say. What vibhakti samasa is? It is sambodhana.
Samasaha, it should become
Samasaha upasarjana.
If it is samasaha, then what will happen? Visarga will become.
Visarga become yakara, yakara.
Yes. It is samase. Okay. Samase is samasa vidayaka sutreshu. Ityartha. Okay. Yat pratama nirdishtam tasya nama upasarjanam. That is what the sutra says. Okay. Samasa vidayaka sutreshu yat pratama nirdishtam tasya nama upasarjanam. So upasarjanam is a sanya. It has got another meaning, gona. That is in the language. Kashayam, that means gona. So samase means samasa vidayaka sutreshu, sutre. That's the meaning. So samase meaning samasa vidayaka sutreshu. When take it like this. Sutreshu means the second chapter, first section and second section, first of the second chapter. 2.2 to 1.3 onwards, up to second chapter, the last sutra, Akadarat, something is Eka, Karmada, Kadaraha Karmadare, up to that sutra. So, Samasa Vidayaka Sutreshu, Pratamaya Vibhaktya, Nirdishtam, Yat Padam, Tat Upasarjana, Sanyakam. Can you understand this?
is Sharanji.
In the Samasa Vidayaka Sutra, in the Samasa Vidayaka Sutram, word which is placed in the first case is called
Upasarjana.
Upasarjana. This is a definition of Upasarjana. So you can note this. The sutra is what is Upasarjana is defined. Then after that, what we will do? If Upasarjana is defined, then Upasarjana has to be first. Upasarjanam Purvam, another sutra. This you will find it, Samasa Vidayaka Sutra 2.2.30. This is the second chapter, second section, 30th sutra. Do you see? 30th Upasarjanam Purvam.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Then 32 onwards, Dvandva Samasa starts. There only Alpashtaram, Ajadyantam, that also I will explain what it is. Dvandva Samasa. And before also it is there, and here also it is a Dvandva. There also Upasarjanam is there, but that's not applicable. That, anyway, that something is there. We'll talk about that. So Upasarjanam is defined. What is Upasarjanam? Samasa Vidayaka Sutra, that which is in Pratama Vibhakti is called Upasarjanam, and Upasarjanam will be placed first. That's what this sutra says. That is Upasarjana Sanyakam Samase Kutra Bhavati Samase Purvam Prayoktavya. Always it should be placed in the beginning. So in a samasa, the samasa, the word which has the upasarjana sanya should be placed first. That is what the sutra says, 2 to 30. So these 2 sutras and 3 sutras we have seen. Samartha padavidihi, prathamanuddishtam samase upasarjanam, purvam. Now, I give some examples also for that. So now this Dvanda related. Dvanda, there is a Arte Dvandvaha, one sutra is an important sutra. Just it is just before Upasarjana Bhut. Charte Dvandvaha, we see. Charte Dvandvaha.
Yes, sir.
What is Cha? Ramaha Cha, Krishnaha Cha, Cha is that? That's called Cha. You have to know a little more about what is this Cha. Cha is Avyayam, right? Cha is Avyayam. You know Cha is Avyayam. But this Cha has got many, the like Chatur Vidaha, Chartaha. Cha can have 4 meanings. That also explained. Cha Arte Dvandvaha, Charte Dvandvaha. So here, this Charte Dvandvaha, meaning of the Cha, and as well as this Dvanda Samasa, we'll see. Now the Dvanda Samasa is going to be formed. So what is Dvandva? Dvandva is there are more padam. Therefore, Anekam Subantam Padam. Anekam Subantam Padam. Charte Vartamanam. That which is in Charte Vartamanam Va Samasyate Saha Dvandva Samasaha Bhavati. Saha Dvandva Samasaha Bhavati. So the Anekam Subantam Padam, not one padam, there can be more, can join. Charte Vartamanam Va can join and can form Dvanda Samasa. Now what is Charte? Chakara has got Atra Chartaha. Atra Chartaha tu Chaturvidaha. Chaturvidaha. What are they? One is Samuchayaha. Samuchayarte Cha. We can use Samuchaya Arte. Second one, Anvayarte. Second one is Anvachya. Anvachya, it is Anvachya. Anvachayaha. Anvachyaha it is. Charte. Anvachaye. Anvachayaha. Yes. It is. Second one is Anvachaya. I will explain what it is. And third one is Itaretara Yogaha. Fourth one is Samahara. That is what Samahara, Dvanda Samasa. Now, in all this meaning, Charta is possible. Samuchayaha, Anvachayaha, Itaretara Yogaha, Samahara. Now, Samuchaya Artecha, what is that? Samuchaya is, that is a Paraspara Nirapekshasya Anekasya Ekasmin Anvayaha Samuchayaha. That's the definition. I will write and explain what it is. Samuchaya is Paraspara Nirapekshasya. Paraspara Nirapekshasya Anekasya एकस्मिन् अन्वयः समुच्चयः. All these are this explanation taking from the Vaiyakarana Siddhanta Kaumudi. And there is a commentary, Indumati commentary is a Samskrita Hindi Vyakhya Sagita. They are explained in detail. So the commentary is in Sanskritam. So that based on that, so Samuchayaha. So Paraspara Nirapeksha. Nirapeksha means no expectation. That's what it means. It means two unconnected words. What is the English meaning of this? When two unconnected, Nirapeksha means no expectation. That is, one doesn't have expectation on the other. That's what it means. Nirapekshasya. Paraspara Nirapekshasya. Mutual no expectation. So, when two unconnected words connect to one thing. Two unconnected words connect to one thing. That this kind of that relationship is called Samuchaya. We say Jnana Karma Samuchaya. That similarly is Samuchaya. What is Samuchaya? It's called Samuchaya. Two unconnected words connect to one thing, connected to a thing. That kind of relationship is called Samuchaya. So the word in Nirapeksha means the definition. This is a definition. What is Samuchaya? Nirapeksha means Apeksha, Napeksha, Nirapeksha. It means no expectation, no connection. That's the meaning. Nirapeksha. No expectation. That's the literal meaning. No. Na Apeksha, Nirapeksha. So two unconnected words connect to one thing, and that thing may be, which may be a kriya or a dravya or guna. Which may be a kriya or dravya or guna. See, this jati, kriya, dravya, guna, vyakti. This is Shabda Pravritti Nimitta. The words what you say, that depends on a nimitta, a pravritti nimitta. Either it could be a kriya or could be a dravya or could be a guna, jati or vyakti. Without this, there is no pravritti for the usage of the words. Every word has its base in either one of them. Okay. You say an apple, say apple is a word. That Shabda Pravritti, the usage of the word Shabda is that word has got the nimitta in what it is. A substance. Table substance. Gacchati, Gamanatriya. The word used Gacchati, Shabda Pravritti, because based on the action, Gacchati, Kadati. So that's called Kriya, Dravya, etc. In fact, all these things are discussed in the Nyaya Darshanam also. Kriya, Dravya. They discuss very elaborately Shabda Pravritti, Nimitta. Anyway, but here it is, you know, this much is enough. Kriya, Dravya, or Guna. Connected to one thing, that may be a Kriya or Dravya or Guna. Guna is qualities, attributes. Dravya is substance. Okay, that kind of relationship is called Samuchaya. Okay. Then to give an example, you will understand. I'll give an example for this. Udaharanam. Ishwaram Gurum cha bhajasva. Stock example this. Ishwaram Gurum cha bhajasva. Here you see Ishwaram Gurum cha bhajasva. Can you form samasa? Very good question. Yes. Ishwaram Gurum cha bhajasva. What is the meaning of the word sentence? Please tell the meaning.
pray to Ishvara and Guru.
Yes. Can you form samasa?
Ishvara Gurum cha bhajasva.
Huh?
Ishvara Gurum cha bhajasva.
It means Ishvara Guru only, it means either Ishvara is Ishvara and he is Guru. You are making the Karmadharya. When Ishvara and Guru, they are not different, right?
Okay.
That's what you are saying. You have,
Yes.
Now, how can you form samasa? Pray to the Lord as and Guru, as well as the Guru. Two things are talked about. You cannot form samasa. Ishvara Guru, when you say,
Yeah, okay.
you cannot form samasa. How can you form samasa? Ishvara Guru means.
Or Guru.
Ishvara and Guru are they are unconnected. Both these words are connected to the common word bhajasva. Kriya padam is bhajasva. Ishwaram bhajasva. Gurum bhajasva. Therefore, here the chakara is having the samuchayartha. It connects the word, the Guru to the Kriya, not to the that's why I said it may be a Kriya, Dravya, or Guna. So, there is no apeksha between the words. There is no apeksha. When two words are there, not connected. Ishvara and Guru are not connected, but they are connected to one thing. And here the thing is Kriya, Bhajasva, Bhajana Kriya. Therefore, it is Samuchaya. This is Samuchaya. Here you cannot form the Samasa. Ishwaram Gurum Bhajasva. These two words have got Paraspara Nirapeksha. But Ekasmin Anvaya Samuchaya Asti. Therefore, this Asamartyat na samasa bhavati. You cannot form samasa. Rama Krishnam Bhajasva means what? Rama Krishna is Ramam cha Krishnam cha. No, that you cannot say. Ramam Krishnam cha Bhajasva only you have to say. That's which, what is the meaning of cha is very important. That is which Charte Dundaha in that sutram. Why do we discuss this? What is the meaning of cha? That we have to first understand. Then we say Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugnaha, Ramasaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, we are using. What is the cha? Cha is important. The meaning of cha is of four types. That is what we discussed. Samuchaya, Anvachayaha, Itaretara Yogaha, Samaharaha. If it is Samuchayartha, you cannot combine into samasa. Itaretara Yogaha, Samaharaha, there it is possible. That's what we are going to narrow it down. Understand?
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ishvara Gurum Bhajasva. You cannot say. What is the Ishvara Guru? He is Ishvaraha, he is Guru. It's a Karmadharya Samasa. Ishvaraha cha Saha Guruhu cha Ishvara Guru. So that you cannot. Can you form Ishvara? First of all, can you? Okay. If you say Ishvara Guru, it is fine. That you don't say, right? Ishvara Guru, it is becomes two. Guru Guravaha, Guru, right?
Yes, sir.
You have to make that into a Guru. You cannot say Ishvara Guru, you cannot say. Ishvara Guru, if you form the samasa will become like that. Ishvara Guru, Ishwaram cha, Gurum cha, Ishvara Guru. But when you form that samasa, you have to see the Alpacharam comes first. Alpacharam is Ishvara is Dirgha, Guru is Parasva. So Guru has to come first. So all those things you have to see when you form the samasa. But anyway, but here it is. These two words are not connected. When we see other, then you will understand why it is not possible here. These two words, Ishvara and Guru, are connected to Kriya only. They are not connected, but they are connected to a common thing, connected to one thing, which is Bhajasva. Therefore, here. Okay, first I will explain and then I will write. Then, what is Anvachayaha? Anvachayaha is what I said, I will write it later. Anvacheha is this. So that it is when one thing is pradhanam and another thing is apradhanam, and they connect with a different kriya. They connect with different kriya. Now I'll give example and then Bhiksham Ata. Bhiksham Ata. Then Gamcha Anaya. This is a statement. Guru says, Bhiksham Atha, Gamcha Anaya. Here you see, in this example, Pradhana Kriya is, what is the Pradhana? Two Kriyas are there. What are the two Kriyas in this?
Atta, Anaya.
Atta Anaya.
Atha and Anaya, which is Pradhana Kriya. You are going to the market. Now I am saying, please buy me shampoo sachet. You are going to the market. I am also saying, buy me, which is Pradhana. Because you are going only, I am saying, please get me this, right?
Yeah.
So you are going to the market. That is Pradhana. So Bhiksham Atta is Pradhana. And bringing the cow is Apradhana, right? Bhiksham Atta, for that Pradhana Kriya is Atati. And bring back the cows. When you happen to see the cows on the way, please bring that. That is what it means. That's why Gamcha Anaya. So Apradhana Kriya. Example is clear.
Yes.
Therefore, here
Yes, sir.
Chakara is Anvachyarte Chakaraha is there. Anvachyarte. Here also you cannot, there is no Samuchaya, there is no Samarthya is there between the Samasa. Only when Samarthya is there, then you can form Samasa. Samarthena Subantena Saga Samasyate. Bhiksham Atta Gamcha Anaya. Now you cannot say Bhiksham Gam, you cannot combine. Because Cha is Anvachyarte. So what is an Anvachya is when one thing is Pradhana and another thing is Apradhana, right? The Chakara which connects the two, that is called Anvachya, Anvachyartha. Is it clear?
Yes.
Anyatarasya Anushangikatvena Anvayaha Anvachayaha. I'll write the Sanskrit later, but understand this. Compare with the previous one. Two unconnected words connected to one thing. Here one is Pradhana, other one is Apradhana, and Cha is there. Here the Chakara has got different meaning. Samuchayarte, here it is Anvachyarte, here it is. Now the next one, there Chakara is there. You see, what is the Itaretara Yoga? Itaretara Yoga is, I'll give one example, Itaretara Yoga. So, Itaretara Yoga only Samasa is possible. In the meaning of Samuchaya and Anvachya, there is no Ekarti Bhava, therefore we cannot, there is no Samarthyam for Samasa. Therefore, by Samartha Padavidihi, that denies the possibility of making the Samasa. Therefore, you cannot say Ishwara Guru Metta, not possible. So, it is ruled out. What is Itaretara Yoga? Interconnected Itaretara Yoga is when there is Ekarti Bhava between the words, Ekarti Bhava, and the individual members are very clearly seen, discernible, then that kind of relationship is called Itaretara Yoga. I'll give another example. You can see this is all stock example only. This is Tava Kadisha. Tava Kadisha. 1 minute. This is Kadisha Kadira. I have to check that meaning. I think it must be Kadisha only. Tava Kadisha, maybe Kadisha. Just a minute. I'll check the meaning. Strong example. This is Dava and Kadisha is a tree, I think. It's some sort of some name of the tree. So, Kadisha. Kadisha, Kadira, Kadira. Kadira, I think. Kadira is a acacia, it says. Some tree. Kadira. Okay. Not Kadisha, Kadira. So the Dava is a tree and Kadira. Kadirau. Dava Kadirau Chindi. Dava Kadirau Chindi means cut. So Dava is one type of one species, tree species, and Kadira is another one. So they are connected to the common Kriya. One Kriya is Chindi. So they are denoted here as a group. They are connected here as a group. Yogaha asti tayoho. And Chindi, the Kriya, it applies to the whole group. So therefore the Vachanam of that is to Tava Kadiro Chindi. You cut both. Here it is Itaretara Yoga. That is Ekarti Bhavam is there. Oneness is there. That grouping is there. That's called this Ekarti Bhava. Ekarti Bhava is there, then Samasa is possible. That Ekarti Bhava is not there like the previous one. There you cannot make Samasa. The first example is Samuchayate. There is no Ekarti Bhava. There is no Ekarti Bhava. The second one, Anvachyate, there also, there is no Ekarti Bhava. Therefore, where there is no Ekarti Bhava, there you cannot form Samasa. Here also, when you do the Vigraha, what we say? Tavaha cha, Kadiraha cha, we say. But cha is Itaretara, Yogaha, but interconnection, interconnection is the between the words. Therefore, Samasa is possible. Militanam Anvayaha, Itaretara Yogaha. That is the definition. What is Itaretara Yogaha? Militanam. Militanam is Ekarti Bhava is the. So this kind of relationship is called Ekarti. This Itaretara Yogaha, Ekarti Bhava. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Then the next one is Samahara. Samahara is collective. When a group conveys a collective thing and the individual are not clear, they are not discernible. That is called Samahara. Samyak agriyate asmeti Samahara. Samyak agriyate asmin. It is Adhikarana Vyutpatti, Samahara. That is the collective now, Samahara. Here, Samudayasya Pradhanyam asti. The whole group is Pradhanya and it has got Ekavat. So, therefore, it is Samahara. The examples we say Samahara, Dvandva Samasa. Therefore, here it is Samasa is possible. Samahara Dvandva, it is possible. So, therefore, in Samuchay, therefore, Samahara means that Samudaya, the group is Pradhanyam. Group is Pradhanyam. So, therefore, the group is Pradhanyam, not the individual words in the group. Right? So, the Dvandva is the Samasa, which shows a collection of things. And the group which denotes a collective thing can be formed a Samasa. That is Samahara, Dvandva Samasa. That is Samahara.
Sir, example here, Pani Padam is given for Samasa.
Pani Padam, yes. Panihi cha. Padaha cha. But here, that's what group I said. Therefore, only you will see it as a Panipadam, it will be Ekavachanam. By default, neutral gender, Ekavachanam. Neutral gender it will be. That also Sutra is Napumsakam. So the collective, therefore, Chakara is the sense of Samaharaha.
Panihi.
Huh?
Panihi. Pani only, no?
That's okay, one hand, doesn't matter.
Oh.
Panihi Pani, right? Or Panayaha Cha, you can say. It can be anything, it's not a problem. Okay. Therefore, here it is. Here also Cha is that Samaharate Cha. Here it's Chakara is Tavaha Cha Kadiraha Cha, Iteretara Yogaha is that, therefore Chakara. Here it is Anvachyarte. Here it is Sumuchayarte. So, where there is Ekarti Bhava, that is Ekarti Bhava is there is sense of oneness, the connectedness, there only Samasa is possible. In the case of Samuchaya and Anvacha, it is not possible. Therefore, we cannot do Samasa. Whereas Iteretara Yoga and Samahara is possible. That is what we did in the class. Right?
Yes.
So this is about Charte Dvandvaha. Any doubt in this?
No.
Charte Dvandvaha, Dvandva Samasa can have any number of words. Anekam Subantam Padam. Charte. Charte Vartamanam. Charte Vartamanam. Anekam Subantam Padam. Samasyate Dvandva Samasaha Bhavati. And Charte, what is Charte? That has to be explained. It can be Samuchaya, Anvachaya, Iteretara Yoga, and Samahara. Those are the meanings of Cha. Then among them, Samuchaya and Anvachaya, we cannot form Samasa because there is no Ekarti Bhava. Where there is Ekarti Bhava, then only it is formed. Ekarti Bhava not there means Samasa Samartyam also not there. For compounding, not possible. Why? What Sutra? Samartha Padavidihi. So Samartha Padavidihi, that's why I said it's an important Paribhasha Sutra. Padam can be combined only when they are connected in a sense. So therefore, when there is Ekarti Bhava between the members of the group and the individual members, if it is clearly discernible, then you can form Iteretara Yoga, Iteretara Dvandva Samasa. When Ekarti Bhava is there and it becomes as though a group, it conveys a collective notion, but individual members are not clearly discernible, then it is Samahara. So Samahara Arte Cha, Iteretara Yoga Arte Cha. So here in both Ekarti Bhava is there, Samasa, Samartyam is there, therefore Samasa is possible. Samasa is possible. That is the meaning of Cha. So Charte Dvandvaha is, Chakara is, Iteretara Yogarte Chakara, Samahararte Chakara. So there Samasa is possible. The difference between Iteretara Dvandva and Samahara is, in Iteretara Dvandva, it conveys that Ekarti Bhava is there, and the identity of the individual members, the padams, are clearly discernible in Iteretara Yoga. Whereas here, it forms as a group. The group conveys a collective thing, and the individual members are not clearly discernible. Panipadam, when you say, how many panis, how many pada? No, that is not clearly discernible. Panipadam is Samasa. That is why I said Panihi is correct only. What's the problem? I can say Panihi, one hand, it's okay. One hand and one pada also possible. I can say Panihi, Padaha Cha. Panipadam, that also will become Panipadam only. If you say Padaha Cha, Panipadam only. If you say Paneha Cha, Padaha Cha, Panipadam only. That is not going to change Panipadam. Whether the individual groups, the individual members are what Vachanam, that you don't know. That is not discernible. Whereas in Iteretara Yoga, that is very clear. Here it is Davaha Cha. Then Kadiraha cha. Dava Kadirau. It means two things are there, both are Ekavachana. Suppose Bhagavachanam it is that then become Dava Kadiraha. Dava Kadiran Chindi would be. So the individual members are discernible in this. Here it is not clearly discernible. That is the difference between Samahara and Itaretara. Samahara denotes a collective. So therefore Chakara in this Artha, that is in the case of Itaretara Yoga is Militanam Anvayaha, and in the case of the Samahara it is Ekatvat. Therefore, samasa is possible for these two. That is what we saw in the last class. Is it clear now? This I will type whatever we discussed in detail later, maybe next class. Therefore, charte dvandvaha. So, dvandva samasa can be formed between many words when there is ekarti bhava, and charte is itaretara yoga or dvandva. That we have to remember. Itaretara or samaha. Is it clear? Move on further.
Yes.
Yes, Sir.
Yes, sir.
Then here we said upasarjanam purvam, right? That which is upasarjanam samasa purvam bhavati. What about in dvandva samasa? In dvandva samasa, what is upasarjana? Upasarjana is pratama nirdishtam samasa upasarjana. And upasarjanam purvam bhavati. Now, in itaretara dvandva samasa, all the words in the dvandva samasa will get the sanya upasarjanam. All the words will get the sanya upasarjanam. All the words will get the sanya upasarjanam. How do you say that all the words? Please see here. Do you see the sutra number 24? Whatever I discuss now, I'll type later because typing and discussing that disturbance is, sir. First understand, then I will. You also can have your notes, and I also will, whatever I said, I will type it. Okay, 24th sutra. Do you see the screen?
Anekam
Yes, sir.
Anekam and
Anyam.
Anya padarthe.
Anekam is Pratama Vibhakti. Okay. Samasa Vidayaka Sutra. This is second chapter, second section, 24th sutra. Anekam. Anekam, the word goes as anuvrutti up to
29.
what is it, 29?
Arthe dvandva.
Dvandvaha.
So Dvandva Samasa, there comes anuvrutti. So Charte Dvandvaha is this Anekam. Anekam means Aneka Padam. Aneka Padam can combine. That's what we said, right? Anekam Subantam Padam. Charte Samasyate Samasaha Bhavati. Dvandva Samasaha Bhavati, right? So Anekam, the word comes anuvrutti for Charte Dvandvaha. Therefore, for Dvandva Samasa, everything becomes what? All the members get a sanya. What sanya? Upasarjana.
Upasarjan.
Then if it is all the sanya gets upasarjanam, only one chair is there. How can you place everybody in the same chair? Not possible, right? Therefore, only in the last class we discussed there were so many possibilities, like alpacharam and the other things. Remember that alpacharam, then it is ajadyantam, adantam, all those things we discussed. So, upasarjanam, it is the word upasarjanam is used for purvanipata. What should be placed first in the samasa? Okay. Upasarjanam, it is used for what should be placed. But here, charte dvandva, that is everything is upasarjanam. Then what will happen? Here, the purpose of bringing the word upasarjanam to dvandva is for some purpose, for bringing rasvatvam, that they will see. But know this much, that it is in the dvandva samasa, all the words get a sanya upasarjanam. Then what is the usage of the word upasarjanam? It has got usage. It has got usage. like I'll tell you. Upasarjanam. Example. The that upasarjanam. Okay, I'll give an example. That all get that upasarjana sanya it takes that much you know. All the words Dvanda Samasa get the upasarjanam. And the word upasarjanam is used for ordaining Purvanipata. So that is the purpose in the case of the Dvanda Samasa. Whereas in the case of other Samasa, it is very clear because there it is Purvapadam or Purvapadam it will be. Therefore, accordingly, Samasa is formed. But in the case of this Dvanda Samasa, the word upasarjanam is used for some specific reason. There is a sutra, Gostriyo Upasarjanasya. That I think I will talk about that later. There it is, the word upasarjana is used. Possible, I will tell you now, otherwise later. That upasarjana sanya, it is in the case of Dvanda Samasa, you can note that it is not applicable, it is not used, it is not required. Mahavashyakara has talked about certain things that that upasarjana sanya, it is required for Purva Nipata, but in the case of Dvanda Samasa, that Purva Nipata doesn't require the sanya upasarjana. That much is enough. Okay. Let us not read what Bhasavashyakara says. I've written something, but it is not required for this now. In the case of Dvanda Samasa, please note, in the case of Dvanda Samasa, Purva Nipata, what should come first? See, what should be placed first? Only when that question comes, you need to have the upasarjana sanya. In the case of Dvanda is Anekam Suvantam Padam. Therefore, here everything is Pradhana. Anekam is Pratama Vibhakti. Everything is Upasarjanam. Everything is Purva Nipata. Therefore, Purva Nipata itself doesn't have any meaning in the case of Dvanda. So, Purva Nipata will have meaning in the case of other Samasa. Ditya, Tatpurusha, Tritiya, Tatpurusha, and all we saw. Krishnam, Shitaha, and all. But in the case of Dvanda Samasa, Purva Nipata doesn't use Upasarjana Sanya. Not there. Anekam Upasarjanam, that's all. But doesn't have any, the Upasarjana Sanya doesn't have any use. Maybe it has got use when forming a certain Samasa. There some other rules will come and bring some changes. That is not required, but leave it. Now, so in the Dvanda Samasa, Anekam Upasarjanam, that much you know. Dvanda Samasa, in Dvanda Samasa, I just write only this much. In Dvanda Samasa, by all the words of this compound get the sanya upasarjanam. I read one also. In the case of Dvanda Samasa, upasarjana sanya is required for Purva Nipata. In the case of Dvanda Samasa, that Purva Nipata means what should be placed first. Purva Nipata doesn't use the sanya, doesn't use upasarjana. That much is enough. Doesn't use upasarjana. This much is enough. Then other thing not required. Some connected things are there, but it is not required now. So this much you can note. In Dvanda Samasa, all the words of the compound get the Sanya, Upasarjanam. Upasarjanam Sanya is used for Purva Nipata. But since here all the words get the Sanya Upasarjanam, therefore Purva Nipata doesn't use Upasarjana Sanya. Okay. Now, fine, doesn't use Upasarjana Sanya, but Dvanda also we need what should come first. That's what we discussed in the last class. What should come first? Like the last class we saw the what should come first. Here it is. Purva Nipata. This is what we discussed in last class. Words ending in E or U, when the Samasa should it should stand first. This is by the Sutra Dvandvegi. So for Iterator Dvanda Samasa, Purva Nipatas are given by the Sutras. Those Sutras, already we have seen the rules. The Sutras alone, just I will mention. So here the Sutra is Dvandvegi. Take that. This is for Purva Nipata of Iterator Dvandva. We don't have to use a Upasarjana Sanya. Here it is not applicable. Sutram Dvandvegi. What is Dvandvegi? That Sutram only I wrote in the last class. I didn't explain that. Just I mentioned words ending in Ikara, Ukara, and Dvanda Samasa should stand first. Example, Harihi, Harahacha. Hari ending in Ikara, Haraha ending in Akara. Therefore, Hari is placed first. Hari Harav, not Arahari. Why it is? Because of the Sutra Dvandvegi. What is Dvandvegi? For that, G Sanya, what is G Sanya? We should know. G is a Sanya. It's a technical word, technical Sanya. We have T and all. Similarly, G is a Sanya. What is G Sanya? G Sanya is the word ending in Rasva Ikara, Ukara. Words ending in Rasva Ikara or Ukara that doesn't have Nadi Sanya. Nadi is also a Sanya. Nadi is a Sanya, is a name for Ikaranta Srilinga Shabda. Nadi is a Sanya. Please note, Nadi is not a river. So, G Sanya is defined through Nadi Sanya. That is, the words ending in Rasva Ikara or Ukara, which do not have Nadi Sanya, is called G. Simple G. If you have, when we see Ashtadhyayi, the Sumantam, we can discuss G elaborately, okay, which I have done this G. It took some 3 or 4 classes to make this understand G. So G is a Sanya, okay. Just for you to show that, I'll show that what is that G is about. Not in detail, but so many information are there in G Sanya. But I just made it very short for your understanding. Just a minute, that what is G? Okay, here it is, summary of Nadi and G. You will not understand this, we will see when we grow to that level. But just I'm showing here. This is summary of Nadi and G.
Yes,
Just to show you this, here you can see this is a 6-page summary. This is just a summary of what is G and Nadi Sanya. How can I actually explain in a simple word? Not possible. I'm trying, that's why I just made it a simple one. Ikaranta, Rasva Ikaranta, Ukaranta, except Nadi Sanyaka Shabda is called G Sanya. You just see this Nitya Srilinga Ikaranta Pradipadikam and Nitya Srilinga Ukaranta Pradipadikam get the Sanya Nadi. That is what Nadi is about. So like that I explained elaborately in this. Anyway, this just for your just information. It is there. We will see that when we grow to that level, later we will see. Don't worry, just I'm showing it is there. So we will discuss that elaborately later. Here for this sutra, what is the simple definition is, we can say Hrasva, Ikara or Ukara. Hrasva, Ikara, Ukara, which do not have Nadi Sanya. What is Nadi Sanya? That just now I showed that. Ikaranta, Nitya Srilinga, Ikaranta Shabda. Nitya Srilinga, Ikaranta Shabda and Nitya Srilinga, Ukaranta Shabda. That get the Sanya, Nadi. Okay. So here we are defining G as Rasva Ikara, Rasva Ukara, which do not have Nadi Sanya, excepting the Shabda Sati. That is called G. Just take it as it is. What is G? Rasva Ikara Ukara, which do not have Nadi Sanya, excepting Sati. Now, Dvande Gi says in a Samasa, in a Dvandva, the word which has got Gi Sanya should be placed first. Should be placed first. Gi is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam in this sutra. In this sutra, it is 2.232, it is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. He said Purva Nipata is not required, but it is required for certain cases now. You can see here now. Gi is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. In Gandva, Anekam, we said Anekam Upasarjanam. Yes, Anekam Upasarjanam. Therefore, we need, therefore, Upasarjana Sanya is not required, we said. But in the case of the words like this, there we need, therefore, G is Upasarjanam. The words which are G will be Purva Nipata. And G is Pratama Vibhakti. Therefore, Gi Sanyaka words should be placed first. What is Gi Sanyaka? Hrasva Ikara and Ukara. Example, Arihi and Araha. Two words are there. Hari is Gi Shabda. Hrasva Ikara. Hari is not Nadi Sanya. Hari is Pullinga. Nadi Sanya, what will take Nadi Sanya is Strilinga only will take Nadi Sanya. Dirgha Ikara, Ukara only will take Nadi Sanya. And Hari is Rasva Ikara. So Harihi is a Gi Sanya and it is ending with Ikara. So when you compound this, Harihi Araha, which one will come first? The question comes. Dvandve clarifies that. Anekam Upasarjanam we said, but in the case of such situations, if it is Gi Sanya, then it says place the Gi first. Place the Gi Sanya ka word first. That possibility alone, what we discussed in the Purva Nipata of Ittaretara Dvandva Samasa section. There we discussed this last class. Words ending in E or U in Dvandva Samasa should stand first. Please note here, we said Anekam Upasarjanam, then we are saying this. Yes, Anekam Upasarjanam, everything gets the Sanya Upasarjanam. Therefore, Upasarjana Sanya is not required, we said, but here it is required. Dvandve Gi. So Gi tells you that Gi Sanya ka word should be placed first, and Gi is in Pratama Vibhakti. In the case of Dvandva, the word which has Gi Sanya to be placed first. This is what the sutra says. Dvandve Samase, Gi Sanyakam Purvam Prayuktavyam. In the Dvandva Samasa, the word which has Gi Sanya should be placed first. This is number one. You can remember this now. Last class I gave by point. Sutram is there. Sutram also now explained other chart, other file, so you can parallelly refer. Now the next one is a word beginning with a vowel and ending with a should be placed first. This is 2.33. Gi Sanya is 32. This is 33. So all these are about the Dvandva. Ajadyadantam. Ajadi Adantam. 2 to 33. Ajadi Adantam. Ajadyadantam is one word. It is Ekavachanam. The whole thing is Ekavachanam. Ach Adi At Antam Ajadyadantam. Please see the sutra. This sutra is, this is Ajadyadantam is, Ach is the Adi and At is the Anta. Ajadyadantam. Ajadi and Ajadi means Ach is the Adi, beginning with a vowel, and ending in At Adantam. So Ajadi At Adantam. The whole thing is Pratama Vibhakti. The whole thing is Ekavachan. Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachan. Beginning with a vowel, Ajadi, ending with A. Now, this sutra, let's see here. The explanation of the sutra I given, I have not written here, I will write it later because time not there here. So, Ajadyadantam means in Dvandva Samase, Ajadyadantam Shabdam Purvam Prayuktavyam. Word beginning with Ach, the vowel, ending in A should be placed first. Example, Ushtraha plus Karaha Cha. Here Chakara is Itaretara Yoga Chakara. Therefore, we can form Samasa. Anekam Samantam Padam Samartena Samasyate Charte Samasyate. So Ushtraha Karaha Cha. So Ushtraha is Ajadi. Karaha is not Ajadi. Ushtraha is Atadantam. Karaha is also Atadantam. So which one you will place first? Ushtra will come first. Therefore, you can form a Samasana. Ushtra Karau. Or if you want to make it a Samahara, that is also possible. Ushtra Karam, you can say. Ekarti Baba, if you want to make it a one group, that is also possible. This is Ajadyadantam. Then the next one in this sequence is Purvanipata. Word consisting of less syllable. Sutram is Alpat Achtaram. The next sutra it is Alpa Achtaram. Alpa Ach is Dvandva Samasa adding very fewer vowels. That should be placed first. That word which have got lesser number of vowels. Alpachtaram Shabdarupam Dvandva Samase Purvam Prayuktavyam. It should be used first, should be placed first. Alpachtaram. Alpa Ach Taram. Alpahacha Saha Ach Alpach. Then Tarat Partaya. Alpach Taram. So it means this Alpa Ach Shabdarupam. That which has got the least number, that is Tarap Pratyaya is it. 2 or more words may be there in the Dvandva. So that which has got the least number. Or it is, Tarap is compared between the two, which has got the fewer vowels, Tarap Pratyaya. So that should be placed first. In that only we saw, under this category only, there are many Vartikas were there. Under this only. All these are Vartika to 2.2.34. Vartika I have explained that in this Rutu, Nakshatrana, etc. All these are Vartika, Lagu Aksharam, Purvam, etc. All these are Vartika to 2.2.34. Vartika I have given and the meaning is also given. So that is enough. Here, when we did some Abhyasa, then I want to correct certain things that that is Samaha, that is Iterator Dvandva is done. The important sutra, Dvandvegi, Ajadyadantam, Alpachtaram. Those are the Purvanipata sutras. With that it is done. Then Iterator Dvandva Samasa. That sutra we will see, but correction what I want to say, that alone I will tell. Maybe the sutra, maybe we can see. Here in this, the last class I told this, those Shudras who are not excommunicated and you can dine with, as well as the words of Gavashva Gana. Gavashva is a Gana. Gavashva Prabhritini cha can form Samahara Dandva. Gauhu cha Ashvaha cha. It is Gavashvam. How Gavashvam the word came? In fact, I forgot this. All these things I read long back. After that, Samasa I never looked back. So Go plus Ashva, it is not that simply you can make into this Ayadi Sandhi and form. No. Gavashvam is a Gana. In the Gana itself, the first word is Gavashvam. So you cannot apply Ayadi Sandhi and get this form. Go plus Ashva, if you do, you will get Gavashvam only, not Gavashvam. So therefore, Gavashvadi, it is that Gana is that. The Gana tells you the word is Gavashvam. The word is Gavashvam. It means the Panini Maharishi, because he has used that word, therefore it is there in the language. It is not derivable by applying the Samasa, this Vidhi, etc., this Sandhi Vidhi, etc. Please see the screen, how that Gavashvam came. The sutra is Gavashva Prabhritini cha. Gavashva is a Gana. Here, Gavashva Prabhritini cha Krita Ekavat Bhavani Dvanda Rupani Sadhuni. The word is important. Sadhu. These words are Sadhu. These are proper words. So Go plus Ashva, Gavashva only will come. But the word what is there in the language is Gavashvam. Therefore, what Panini Maharishi had done is he had formed a group. He had formed a Gana. In that, he had put all these words. All these words are Sadhu Shabda. Therefore, don't try to derive Gavashvam. You will not get. No Sandhi, extra Sandhi rules, special Sandhi rules are there to get the form. Go plus Ashva. You cannot get Gavashvam. This is a Sadhu Shabda. Even Siddhanta Kaumudi says, Yata Ucharitani Sadhuni Sihu. This Gavashvam is Sadhu Shabda. Not only Gavashvam, whatever the words are there in the Gana, they are all Sadhu Shabda. Gavashvam, Gavavikam, Kavaidakam, Ajavikam, all these are Sadhu Shabda. Therefore, don't try to derive it. This derivation will not work. So you will not get it. Okay, understand? This is one mistake I said that I want to clarify. So Go plus, maybe discuss in later also next class. I will type and show you this some more words. So you cannot derive it. So Gavashvam is a Sadhu Shabda. Similarly, Gavaidakam, Ajaidakam. This is number one. Number two is here. I told it correctly, but when I typed the Vibhakti wrongly. Okay, this, let me. This, you have to understand what context is. If you remember, the context is the word showing qualities of opposite nature can be formed in Samahara Dvanda Samasa. Vipratishiddham cha Anadhikarana Vachi. Here the word Na Adhikarana, Anadhikarana. When I told that words which represent the Adhikaranam, I told. That is fine. Here, the Vibhakti, what I marked is wrong. Okay, that one mistake. Udake is Dvivachanam. Udake is Dvivachanam, therefore Shitoshne is Dvivachanam. Okay, if you don't remember this, let me say it from the beginning. Words showing qualities of opposite nature. Shitam cha, Ushnam cha. They are opposite nature. So therefore, you can form Samahara Dandva optionally, provided it is not Adhikarana Vachi. It is not Adhikarana. Adhikarana means that which represents the Adhikaranam, the locus. Locus. Shitam, Ushtam, Shitoshna, or Shitoshne. You can form Itareta Dandva also. Similarly, Sukham, Dukkam. Sukha Dukkam. Sukha Dukkam or Sukha Dukke. You can form. Similarly, Labha, Labha, etc. Vipratishiddham iti kim. You cannot form Kama and Krodha. They are not Vipratishiddha. Then kim Anadhikarana Vachi. Why it says it should be a Anadhikarana, na Adhikarana, Anadhikarana. The word not representing a Adhikarana. Example is Shitoshne Udake. So Udaka is the Adhikaranam, the locus. Udake. Because Udake is the locus, don't think it is Saptami Bhakti. Okay, no. Adhikarana va Udaka, the word is Adhikarana, the derived by Adhikarana Vyutpatti. Okay, that is how you have to take it. Then Adhikarana Vyutpatti, Adhikarana Vachi na bhavati. You cannot form Shitoshna. There it has to be Shitoshne, it has to be Itaretra Dvandva Samasa only. Shitoshnam Udakam, you cannot say. Shitoshne Udake only, you can say. Therefore, Anadhikarana Vachi is there. Therefore, here it is Shitoshna Udake Staha, it is. It is Udaka, which is Shita and Ushna. There here we have formed what Samasa? Itaretra Dvandva Samasa. We are not from Samahara. But Samahara is possible provided if it is Anadhikarana Vachi. It should not be a Adhikarana representing word. Udaka is a locus, right? Where the Shita and Ushna, both are, it is both are there. So Udake is, therefore Udake here it is not, don't think it is Saptami. The last class I by mistake I put a Saptami Vibhakti. Because Adhikarana is there. It is Pratama Vibhakti only, Dvivachanam, Shitoshne, Pratama Vibhakti, Dvivachanam, Shitoshne, Udake Staha only. Udaka is the Adhikaranam, therefore you cannot use Shitoshnam. That is the point. The wrong would be Shita, Ushna, they are of opposite nature, therefore you can form Samasa, I said. And Itaretra Dandva is optional, therefore can't be say Shitoshnam Udakam. Shitoshnam Udakam, the question comes. Shitoshnam Udakam you cannot say because Adhikarana, na Adhikarana Vachi, it is said in this sutra. Please see the Vipratishiddham cha Anadhikarana Vachi. Provided these two are not in the same locus. The word representing the locus, Adhikarana, provided if it is not there, then only you can form the Samahara Dandva between the words which are Vipratishiddha, opposite nature. If it is Adhikarana Vachi, you can make Shitoshne Udake, you can form Itaretra Dvandva Samasa. So, Kim na Adhikarana Vachi, it is a for the counter example. To Jatireka Udaranam it is explained. Shitoshne Udake Staha is valid. Shitoshnam Udakam, you cannot say. This is you cannot form Samahara Dandha. That is the meaning. Is it clear?
That's true.
First of all, you should understand what is Adhikarana Vachi. What is Adhikarana Vachi? Adhikarana, the word which are derived from the Adhikarana Vyutpatti, which we discussed in the class before. Karma Vyutpatti, Karana Vyutpatti, Sampradana Vyutpatti, Adhikarana Vyutpatti. Adhikarana means, see for example, the word Rama is, what is Rama? Ramate. Ramate sarve asminiti. You can say like that. Ramate sarve asminiti. That in which everybody revels. Adhikarana Vyutpatti. Rama is that in which everybody revels. So Rama is Adhikarana Vipatti word. Shastram, Pramanam, I give this example I gave. Pramanam. What is Pramanam? What Vipatti is? Prakarshena. Prakarshena Miyate Nyayate. Miyate Nyayate Anena Iti. That by which Anena Iti Pramanam. So Pramanam is that by which something is clearly understood. That is called. So therefore it is a Karna Vipatti. Anena Nyayate. So Pramanam, the word is Karna Vipatti. Similarly here, Udaka, the word is, it is Adhikarnavachi Shabda. If it is Adhikarnavachi Shabda, you cannot use Samahara Dvandva. Therefore, the sutra Anadhikarnavachi is there. For that Anadhikarnavachi, the example is given with the Itaretara Dvanda Samasa, Shitoshne Udakestaha. That is valid. Shitoshnam, you cannot say. That is why that clause is there in the rule. Pratishidam cha Anadhikarnavachi. This is one clarification I want to. I said correctly in the class, but when I marked, because Adhikarnam is there, I just carried over by that and made it as 7-1 or 7. That's 7-2. That's one clarification. Okay. If it is 7-1, yeah, okay. So it can't be 7-1. That's why I made it Staha. Staha is it's Pratama Vibhakti, Vivachanam, Udake Staha. 2 waters are there, which are Shitoshne. That is fine. That is valid. Shitoshnam Udakam, that is not valid, invalid. Is it clear?
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes, yes.
Therefore, Itaretara Dvandva Samasa with the sutras I explained. Samahara Dvandva, just I clarified certain things which I said in the last class. I'm not changing this, let it be in blue, red color, so that we know this is a Sadhu Shabda, Gavashram, as it is Patita in Shabda Ganapata. In the Ganapata, there is a Gana called Gavadi Gana. In that Gavashram, the Sadhu Shabda is there. That you cannot derive it by applying the rule. You will not get it. It is a Sadhu Shabda. That's why the word Sadhuni, the word also given in the commentary. Okay. So, Samahara Dvandva, we will see. I will explain this as we saw this today. Itaretara Dvandva with some sutras. Do you follow the sutras what I taught now? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, Sharanji.
Simple sutra, not difficult. I gave some simple sutra. Samartha Padavidihi, number 1. This is one sutra. This is applicable all over. Second sutra is Samase Tattvanadrishta Upasarjanam and Upasarjanam Purvam. In the case of Dvanda Samasa, all the word get Upasarjana Sanya. Therefore, Uparja Sanya is not required. Here it is used. But the other cases you will see it is there. Charte Dvandaha. In this Charte Dvandaha, that comes Anekam comes as Anuvritti. Therefore, Anekam is get Upasarja. Therefore, here Upasarjana Sanya is not known. Whereas here, in this sutra, what should be placed first? It's very clearly said. Gi Sanyaka word should come first. What is Gi Sanya? Rasvaikara, Rasvaukara. That much you understand. Nadi is, Nadi is Dirgha Ikara, Dirgha Ukara. If you say Nadi is Dirgha Ikara, Ukara, then why you are saying Rasvaikara will come? Okay, that is out of scope. Don't worry about that. Just know Rasvaikara, Ukara. That is Gi Sanya. Gi Sanyaka word should be placed first. The next sutra is Ajadyadantam, beginning with Ach, ending with Akara. That should be placed first. Then Alpachtaram. Under this only many Vartikas we saw. That is why the list is Purvanipata list is long in the case of Dvanda Samasa. Samahara, that we will see. We will see that in the next class. So some idea will be the Samasa. Okay.
Yes,
Let's stop here. Samasa requires some knowledge of Karakam also. Anyway, so we have seen more than what is required. So when we do Udaharanam, then we get more clarity. Okay. We'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. You have any doubts? Please ask. Samasa, over a period of time, will get more and more clarity. But if vagueness is there, that will get clarified. But any doubts are there, please ask. No doubts?
No doubts.
Motion.
Dhanyavada. Thank you.
ధన్యవాదాలు శరణ్జీ.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు
ధన్యవాదాలు
Dhanyavada.
ధన్యవాదాలు జీ.
Dhanyavada.